fill position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will kick it away to start. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here's the handoff. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Under fire. And the misconnection on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs...
There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. He's putting this defense on alert early.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really nice run there. Listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish them?
And into the end zone, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Bama! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Coming out with it, it's Bell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The children of the corn love having an athlete at quarterback. They've had a ton of them, from Scott Frost to Turner Gill. A lot of guys who can make plays both with their arm and with their feet.
And it's just so annoying having a quarterback that has that kind of speed. That's running.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The give to the tailback. Finds a little space. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Now on first down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. The sure hands, it's Bush. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Finds his man. It's Hale. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Makes the catch. It's Lockett. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown time! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off-play action on first down. Keeps looking downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Got his man downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
They'll go with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They just keep firing. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the catch. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got room to work. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move. Sticks with his feet. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Using his legs to buy some time. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes the grab, it's Bush. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Using his legs inside. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D-linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback adapted. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. They're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback. Tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He'll take it himself. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Quarterback moving. Oh, it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
And the ball goes out of bounds, thankfully, for your offense that you didn't turn it over. And now it's decision time. Do you want to punt the football or do you want to go for it? Analytics, of course, I think says go for it every single time. I don't necessarily agree with that, but at least you didn't turn the football over.
The field goal is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Makes the quick grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Find some fresh air. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, the good news on that play is the quarterback was able to scramble and go pick up the first down with the lead late in the game. Bad news is, though, you just love him to stay in bounds to get this clock started sooner so you can bleed more of it off. That's just a coachable moment moving forward of having a better understanding of the situation in game.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are.
Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Raiola. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT.
There he goes. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Dyer. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle. And receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing.
And he's got it at the 25. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of.
Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Inside the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown time. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football.
Makes the catch down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. These guys know they're still behind, but still in full-on attack mode, sending basically everybody deep.
Yeah, and it's a play they practice a lot, Reese. 4 verticals, stretching the field vertically. Nice job by the QB, reading the coverage and going to the right guy.
Hey, you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the right. Got him in the open. Oh, he's got some space. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to...
Pulls it in on the right. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Breaks the tackle.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Russell. Steps away. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.